No.
Hey everybody, I'm feeding my dog and I thought I'd take this opportunity to answer one of the most asked questions on YouTube. Why does my dog Benchy eat in a box? It's a long story, that's why I haven't really answered most of them. A week after he arrived at our house, just in a week, he started to cough during the day, and at night it got much worse. He was regurgitating, coughing out foams. He looked like he was dying. And then I stayed with him all night. I barely slept because he barely slept. I called the vet several times from midnight onwards to leave messages, making sure he gets the first appointment. And when I took him in, the vet I was seeing took a lot of samples from him, doing all kinds of tests and some x-rays. And the x-ray shows that he has a very large esophagus, like baggy esophagus. And she wasn't 100%, but she reckoned Benchy here has a condition called megaesophagus, which means his esophagus wasn't pushing the food down to his stomach. Like, you know, they're supposed to squeeze the food into his stomach. So the food was stuck inside his throat, esophagus, and it got so bad it squeezed the food into his lungs. That's why he got the pneumonia. That's why he was pneumonia was for sure. He had pneumonia, and it could easily kill the dog. I was recommended to keep him in an upright position when he eats. There's a chair people custom made called Bailey's chair. I didn't have that and I needed it immediately, so I built a box, put him inside the box, so he's sitting upright like a human, so the gravity will push the food into his stomach, you know, just drop it straight down instead of him having his esophagus to do the work. And to be honest, man, when you have a dog, if it's diagnosed with megaesophagus, it can be for life. Some of them are so bad they can't drink water. If you let them drink water like a normal dog, the water goes straight into their lungs. So they have to feed them ice cubes, solid ice cubes, and upright, so they drop down to the stomach like that. So when I heard that news, I was extremely devastated. Why me? You know, I was so sad. And because the vet wasn't 100% sure, I took the images to other vets to check. And they told me, without really seeing him properly, they can't tell me a lot by just looking at those images, but they reckon his esophagus was looking a bit big in the image. So when he was about 7 months old, I took him to another vet, which is recommended by other vets, being the most famous, most experienced imaging vet. And I even requested him to use a dye. So there's a dye you could use. They'll eat it, and they can watch the dye travel down to his stomach, using X-ray. So they can see the dye, the color dye going down, and see if he does have megaesophagus or not. But when I went for that, the vet took some images, and they see nothing. They saw nothing about megaesophagus. He was so convinced. He says, yeah, I don't need to use the dye. So that's it. I came back. I tried to feed him like a normal dog. He was fine. I put food on the floor. He ate it. No regurgitation. So he's fine now. But what happened then, when he first arrived, I think it was kennel cough. I know I'm not a vet, but what happened was, he arrived at our house. 1 week later he got pneumonia, right? And a week later she started to cough exactly the same way as he does, exactly. And she was diagnosed with kennel cough. The way they cough is exactly the same. What she's doing is what Benchy was doing a week ago, exactly the same. And after he arrived at our house, these two dogs has never been out for more than 2 weeks. They were always in the house or outside on the lawn, always kept in our property. So I think he caught kennel cough on the way here because he flew in from Australia. I'm in New Zealand, right? He flew in, so he has to go through several transit facilities to come to my house. And those public transit facility probably have all kinds of diseases because all the animals go through those transit facilities. He caught kennel cough. He started to regurgitate and cough form out of his lung and stuff. And the disease passed on to her. She had kennel cough vaccination. She does. So she recovered fairly quickly. However, she also got it. You know, even if you vaccinate your dog with kennel cough, they can still get it, but it just wouldn't be as bad. So, what happened then? He is so used to eating upright. If I put the food on the floor, sometimes he just look at me like this, like, okay, when are you gonna say, okay, I can eat? So I still keep him, a lot of times, or almost all the time, I still keep him sitting upright and eat. And that's why you see him sitting in the box. I mean, I used to lift him up and put him inside the box, but he is too big now. He's more than 50 kilos, coming to 8 months old. So I'll show you what we do. Down. Benji, down. He likes to go to my heel position. Benji, heel. Oh, you want to heel? Heel. Benji, heel. Down. Amber, right? Down. Okay, now we're in position. Okay. So I got, I don't need to explain what I feed them today, right? Okay, Benji, come sit pretty. There we go. Sit pretty. There we go. So here we go. That's how he still eats. I got no problem with that. But I might start changing this habit because if I'm not home, the rest of my family are not into dog training. So they found it a bit frustrating if they had to do what I do. I haven't been away at all, but if one day I need to go away for 2 or 3 days on a trip or anything like that, I wish my family have no problem feeding this big boy. What I just did was not hard, and it's good for training. You know, every meal you get him to sit down, wait for a few minutes, and eat. It's good training. I'm just holding the bowl for her so it doesn't slide around. So I hope that explains everything, guys. Thanks for watching. I love all the questions coming in. Yeah, it's just one of those things. It just progressed. I didn't really know a short answer for it, but here it is. That's the most detailed answer I can give you, I guess. See you. Have a nice day. Hey, Amber's butt. What are you doing in the box?